things going on in this world, as we all know. And I've been a busy little beaver. So I was up at the office about 7:30 this morning, and David Knight, who's hosting the broadcast today, was already up there researching diligently. And I said, "How you doing, David?" And I was about to open my mouth and tell him the exact same thing he said to me, which shows it's important we talk about it. He said, "Did you see Matt Taibbi, the bastion of journalism, say that we're sending people to the Sandy Hook parents' houses to harass them?" Matt Taibbi, who told us the Federal Reserve was private and won a bunch of prizes, told us big banks were eating the stock market and interest rates. They told us Matt Taibbi, Rolling Stone, oh my God. I'm like hundreds of times bigger than you on the internet, according to Quantcast and others. Oh, but Matt Taibbi is so celebrated. Yes, Jones really scooped us on the government sending tornado steering weapons. Never said that, made up. Lady called and said, could this tornado, Oklahoma City, be steered? And I said, Weather Channel admits weather weapons, but no, not tornadoes. Lie. President Trump also wants, and then he goes on to say, in the tweet I saw, that we're going to have 4 years of Alex Jones in the White House.
Right.
There are times where you think this is all hilarious,
right,
and there are times then that you think it's terrifying, and you kind of go back and forth. Are you still going back and forth?
Yeah, no, I'm sure as anybody who has a sense of humor feels that we're deeply conflicted because on the one hand, it's the funniest thing that's ever happened to this country, On the other hand, it's potentially the end of civilization, and but does that make it funnier? I don't know. I mean, it's terrible and awful and hilarious all at the same time.
Taibbi has this article. Well, this will get rid of the First Amendment, but Alex is a special case, He's putting people's addresses out. Then you go to the link, and it was other researchers with anomalies about how one of the places they had as an address was a U-Haul place, which I think's fine for people to have privacy. I don't think that's suspicious at all. If somebody's got an address where they're taking mail, they don't want to put their address out. I do the exact same thing. So, but it's like researching all this being sued has really made me upset because I hadn't really covered Sandy Hook in 3 or 4 years other than responding and saying, I think it happened. Please stop saying that I say it didn't happen. Please stop claiming I'm doing all this, but then the media and others, the Democrats, the ones actually doing it. And now you got Rob Reiner, meathead, who said we're in a revolution, we're in a civil war, we're going to, overthrow all these people.
And is that racism that exists in our country, which had been submerged all of a sudden through Donald Trump and giving a megaphone, starting with the birther issue, unearthed all of this racism that has bubbled to the surface. And it's very disturbing to think that the first African-American president is followed by someone who's supported by the Ku Klux Klan. Very, very disturbing. But in a way, I understand it because we're fighting the last battle of the Civil War. This is the first time that you have mainstream media essentially divided into two halves, so that you have, Fox, Breitbart, Sinclair, and Alex Jones, which has now been taken off of Facebook, thank God. We are going to have, we are in it right now. It might be the last stage of a civil war. The last battle is being fought. Hopefully it won't be fought physically, but we are more divided than we ever have been, and we've got a president who is backed up by media.
And then they go, Jones is insane. He says July 4th is the uprising. There'll be a giant shooting war with the North against the South. But they don't show you what actually said.
Respondents tell Rasmussen Reports they think it's likely that the United States will experience a second civil war sometime in the next 5 years.
Almost a third of Americans polled said they thought a second civil war was possible.
The same poll indicated that roughly 60% of Americans believe that backlash to Donald Trump's policies could turn violent.
Again, I said they see July 4th as a demarcation line of when they're launching their revolution, which they said. I was quoting them.